It's an early one. Last night I spent a significant amount of time, well, I spent the entire evening, to be honest, photographing and recording footage for a video that I'm doing on my other channel. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about that, but what I am going to talk about specifically is an issue I found with the G9 Mark II camera that I got. Not with the camera per se, with the SSD that I got with the camera, so I could completely use all of the features and recording formats. So the long and the short of it is to use all of the formats, frame rates, resolutions, and color spaces. What it does is for certain formats, certain speeds, you can record to the internal SSD, the SD cards. For other bits and pieces, specifically high frame rate, so slow motion, then you have to record to an external SSD. Now, that's not a problem. That's pretty much standard and par for the course. So, as you would, I bought one of the Samsung drives. Now I have T5s and T7s. For this camera, I specifically bought a T7, and it seemed to be working fine. Now, I hadn't actually tried doing longer recordings in high frame rate, so I think I was doing 120 frame at 4K, and I was getting issues writing to the card last night, or writing to the SSD, should I say, where it was telling me that the write speed of the SSD wasn't sufficient to support that frame rate. This is an actual problem. This is a genuine problem I'm going to have, because SSDs ain't cheap, and the Samsung T7, I was pretty confident that it would work with this camera and that frame rate, because the T5 did, and I was under the impression, and perhaps I should have triple checked this, that the write speeds were the same on the T5 and the T7. Seemingly that is not the case. So what does that mean realistically then? Well, it means I cocked up, embarrassingly and annoyingly. However, at least it is only for my own stuff, and all it means really is I can't record in high frame rate, which is something of a problem, granted. I mean, I can record in high frame rate, I'll have to lower the resolution to do so, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is until I can afford to buy another SSD. I tend to record all of my B-roll, so panning shots of models and such, other bits and pieces, if I'm doing stuff for anybody else, you know, just standard B-roll where it's not a person just talking to camera or people interacting, that kind of thing. I generally filming in a higher frame rate, and then I can slow it down in post and get that dreamy looking feel to it, or actually have just slow motion for something, perhaps it's a water droplet or something being sliced in half, an orange being sliced, then I would do it in a high frame rate. So yeah, it's annoying. It's very, very, very annoying, and that was a learning experience from last night. However, I did also take 160 odd photos of models that I've painted recently, so that's good. I'll get those edited this week, and I've got a couple of days off work now, and I'm going to spend the time painting things, because I have a wodge of stuff that I need to get through. And I'm really making efforts to get through my pile of shame. So that's what's coming up. Yeah, very annoying. I'm going to leave it there for today. I need to figure it out. Highly annoying. If anybody knows if there is a way around this without me spending money on another drive, do let me know. If not, be nice to each other. Try not to kill each other. But if you do, definitely don't get caught. And I will see you on the next one. See ya.